And good afternoon. There's currently a disease that has affected over 1 million individuals worldwide and has claimed the lives of over 50,000. And the disease I'm speaking of is the novel coronavirus. So today I will be going over what the coronavirus is, um, the effects of the coronavirus, and what we can do to prevent the coronavirus as individuals. Okay, to start off, we'll be discussing what is the coronavirus. So, according to Lisa Margaret, Senior Director of Infectious Prevention of the Johns Hopkins Health System, the whole family of coronaviruses are named coronavirus because corona actually means crown, um, referring to the crown shaped um, figure of the virus under a microscope. Okay, so some kind of coronaviruses actually cause diseases in animals and humans. So it is believed that COVID-19 actually was originally in an animal and had transferred the virus from itself to a human. And it was believed that this animal could have been a snake or a bat or some sort of animal that can actually hold that virus and spread to a human. It was believed that this had happened in Wuhan, China, in some place in a street market of Wuhan, China. That is where the first reported case of the COVID-19 was reported. Okay, so what are the symptoms of COVID-19? Okay, well, that's a great question. Symptoms of COVID-19 are cough, fever, shortness of breath, and in some rare cases, COVID-19 can lead to severe respiratory problems, kidney failure, and even death. So, what does why does the coronavirus do this to the human body? Why does it cause these symptoms? Well, that's a great question. So basically, as any other virus, um, the virus cells will attack and try to replicate itself within the host's body. So within for COVID-19, for example, uh, it likes to attack its in the respiratory system, so within like your lungs. So that's why these symptoms of shortness of breath and other related diseases or problem issues is because of the coronavirus likes to sit in the lungs. So, and attack and reproduce itself within your lungs, um, as other cells do. So, those are what the symptoms are. And so, symptoms might not actually appear from 2 to 14 days after being infected. What's actually really bad about that is within those 2 to 14 days, you are still able to spread uh, that COVID-19 disease to other individuals without even knowing that you had it. So within that time frame from 2 to 14 days, you can spread it from 10 to 100 individuals without even knowing you had it. So that's why it's such an issue right now, and that's why it's highly spreadable right now. So now that we know about a little bit about COVID-19, what are the effects of COVID-19 to humans? So, as of April 1st, 2020, there have been a reported 896,000 confirmed cases around the world, and a total of 45,000 total deaths, according to the World Health Organization. Okay, so the virus has caused a global pandemic, causing hospitals to be overfilled, not helping patients that have other severe cases, as well as closing all unessential businesses due to the government to provide safety to the rest of the nation. So, due to the closing of these unessential businesses, unemployment rate has risen from 3% to a whopping 10%. Um, Due to this high unemployment rate, this will cause the next recession. Um, uh, According to Katie Murphy from Politico. Um, and a recession will cause houses to be foreclosed as well as businesses to shut down in the near future, as well as a handful of other negative things that come with a recession. So now that we know a little bit more about COVID-19 and the effects, now what can we do to prevent this disease from spreading more than it has already? Okay. So, according to the World Health Organization, the best way to prevent this disease is just to wash your hands regularly for 20 seconds a day with soap and water or sanitizer to kill the germs off your hand. Another good way to prevent this disease is cough and sneeze within the fold of your elbow or your arm, just right here. That just is best to do at any time, just to spread any sort of germs or diseases that you may have to others. As well as if you're feeling that you have any sort of symptoms of the coronavirus, just stay home and self isolate. And if it is needed, you just wear a mask to wherever you need to go. It's highly recommended that you stay at home though and not spread this disease. So scientists are working currently very hard on finding a new cure for this virus, but as of right now, there's no cure. So our best bet is just to stay home and wash our hands and limit our social interactions as much as possible, um, and just try to hope for the best and hope for this cure to come. So this brings me to the end of my presentation. To summarize my main point, we went over what is the coronavirus, how it has affected the world, and lastly, how to prevent the spread of the virus. So I hope you guys enjoyed and learned a little bit more about the coronavirus. Um, Thank you for listening, and you guys have a blessed and nice day. Thanks.